Even though this is a presidential election, there are many more candidates on the ballot besides the president. Go to Ballot Ready for a nonpartisan guide to your entire ballot. From there, you can compare candidates based on stances on issues, biography, or endorsements, and then save your choices to use when you vote by mail or in the voting booth. You can even request your absentee ballot or make a plan to vote early or on election day. This election matters. Make sure you have a plan to vote and vote informed. Local elected officials affect our lives every day. They decide who to prosecute, monitor the quality of our drinking water, and choose leadership of our own schools. Go to ballotready.org and enter your address to make a plan to vote and vote informed.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new bonus episode of Millennials with Mics. I'm Aaron.
And I am Christian.
And today we'll be talking about, actually, another review of ANTEBELLUM.
Yeah. Just came out?
Yeah.
Last weekend?
Last weekend, I think, yeah. Our last bonus episode was on Tesla.
Yep.
Not very good.
No.
Go listen to our bonus episode of that.
Yes.
Do you remember what we rated Tesla? Was it 3?
We rated it
2.5, maybe? It wasn't rated very good.
2 3/4.
2 3/4.
Wow.
Okay. So, unfortunately, ANTEBELLUM wasn't much better than Tesla. It was not much better in a very different way.
Well, it's a completely different movie.
Completely different movie, completely different genre.
But disappointing.
Disappointing, and that's been pretty much the
But not
consensus overall.
I didn't find it as, overall as a movie in general, agitating to watch
No,
as Tesla.
it was just kind of boring.
Yeah. It felt like a pretty vague premise for like something that we've seen multiple times.
Yeah.
I mean, you change the course of it, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, okay.
I feel like knowing what the plot of the movie is, like the trailer was pretty. I think if you go back and watch the main, like not teaser trailer, like the main trailer, I think it was pretty much what the trailer indicated it was going to be. It was just the movie wasn't very exciting, and I feel like knowing what the full story of the movie was, I feel like there were so many different ways they could have gone about it that would have made it more powerful and more interesting. Especially with the times.
That's such an exhausting thing, too, when you watch a movie that has a good idea like this. It has a good concept and all that, but the filmmakers themselves make it into such a drab.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's potential here to be more adrenaline, more scary, more creepy, or whatever, and you just made it
Yeah. And that's
slow.
It was directed by Gerard Bush and Christopher Renz. They also wrote the movie together. But this was their directorial debut for a movie, like a feature-length movie. So I'm not sure what they've done in the past, but maybe that has something to do with it. But it wasn't exciting. Like nothing about it was exciting. Like you had the ending was kind of, or the last like 5-10 minutes or so were kind of exciting.
This wasn't a horror movie by any means. It was more like
it's marketed as a horror movie.
It is, but I don't know why.
It's not.
It's more of a, sort of
thriller,
like a thriller hostage type movie. But there is no horror in it.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
It's intense to a degree. There's some, it's very dramatic, but it's not scary. It's not. No. There's no pop-ups or
there's
anything
some
like
of
that.
it there's parts of it that would be disturbing to many different people, so I wouldn't recommend everyone see this if you're easily triggered by certain things.
Right.
Just
I don't mean like grotesque visual
No.
like demented, like zombie type or like gory type. Yeah. But in different aspects, yes. That's true.
the consensus so far among viewers and critics, and I would agree with this personally, was that it just didn't live up to its potential overall. It had a good cast, a decent cast. Janelle Monáe, Eric Lang, Jenna Malone, Jack Houston. They're all, none of them are really leading actors. They're all pretty supporting.
Right.
From their histories, at least.
Right.
And they
so
were all...
it's a cast of supportings, but like that makes a good movie on occasion.
Yeah.
And
they were all fine.
They did their share. Yeah.
Like, none of them were bad.
No.
They all did good in their roles. It's just the story that wasn't very interesting.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can tell it didn't have a huge budget.
Yeah.
I mean, not that has anything to do with the story. I'm just saying it in general, like...
Yeah.
As far as casting and crew and all that kind of stuff.
I would say the best things about the movie, the cinematography was pretty good, the sets were pretty good, and then the costume
design and stuff was fine. Yeah.
But overall, rated at 3 out of 5 stars.
Not our worst.
Not our worst, not the best. It's how movies have been going lately.
Especially this year. This has been probably one of our most slum of films. And a lot of them were just, all the good blockbuster films are being postponed to 2021 for the most part. And we're just getting like the good straight to VOD or theatrical to VOD type films. And that's how it is.
And there's still a few other things coming out, like Enola Holmes just came out.
Yeah.
And that's got a good cast. That looks kind of interesting.
That'll be different.
There are some straight to VOD movies that we think have potential.
And it's helpful that, like Apple and HBO Max and Netflix are starting to take films a little bit more seriously. They're doing more bigger type films, but straight to streaming.
Yeah. And you've got good TV shows out too.
You're watching... There's so many good shows right now. Raised by Wolves on HBO Max, The Third Day. And
I'm watching Ratchet right now.
That's on Netflix,
good.
Right?
Perry Mason wrapped up in the summer. That was so good.
And HBO. And there's been some a lot of drama stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Archer's currently back on its 11th season.
Yeah.
On Hulu.
The 3rd episode.
FX Hulu. Yeah.
Premiered. And that's been
a lot better.
It's been better than the last several seasons. Yeah. And then you got that Ewan McGregor motorcycle show. I can't remember what it's called.
On Apple TV, and it's Long Way
Up?
Long Way Up?
Yeah, Long Way Up.
Yeah. And it's like a documentary type show on Ewan and his friend Charlie going on an electric motorbike.
Electric motorcycle
journey.
From Tierra del Fuego at the tip of South America to...
all the way to Los Angeles in California.
They're trying to do it in 3 months.
In 3 months, all on electric power. And so it's pretty crazy. But
they've done what I think they did. They released 3 episodes.
And they made it up to Paraguay or something like that?
Oh, not even.
I don't even know.
They didn't make it very far. They're like almost a week behind as of the 3rd episode. The 4th episode.
That's what's crazy about the show. Is like you have a plan of how your expectations to get there by Christmas or whatever. And so much crap day by day happens where they can't charge up their bikes or their trucks and get across and
it's a good
something.
I think the documentary, part of the purpose of it inadvertently is showing the issues, the very real issues with electric vehicles. It's not just, this isn't a problem that's limited to electric motorcycles. They're highlighting an issue.
Electric use in general.
The use of electric cars in general, because for long distance travel.
Yeah.
Because right now.
It's more like they're making it to where you can see it as being like a, you're doing a little city drive or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to do crossroad country and things like that, it's not really.
It's not really feasible.
Not really feasible.
Because
well, they say you can get 70 miles.
I think there's
to a day or something like that. Or
the motorcycles they're using, I think, can go up to at maximum charge. I want to say are 150 miles.
Okay.
But that's not very far. Especially when you're in...
And then you have to give...
You're in South America, in the deserts. You have wind. You have weight.
Their super cold climate kills charging. And then you've got other features that go...
You've got so many variables that go into affect this. And...
It's quite interesting.
It's insane. And it really is. It's highlighting, they're going through South America. You have a lot of poor cities, a lot of poor areas. You have a lot of desert. You have a lot of, a lot of big, huge areas of just nothing. And that's an issue. But it's, even when they get to the cities, they're still having problems charging. This is, it's showing
If it's a little pit stop or a motel or wherever they're at.
The real, very real issues behind electric vehicles for not just daily city life, but like for long-term travel. And I think it's an aspect of electric vehicles that we don't always consider.
And I mean, this show is taking it to a part to where like we're slowly getting into now. So like they were saying like 10 years from now, we're all going to be driving this. Well, we're here right now. And this is what with the issues we have with it right on this occasion. So we have time to like.
And like it's one of the things that in America, we were a lot more prepared to fix, to like all of the obstacles that they're facing. We're a lot more prepared to deal with them, even if some of our lawmakers are not willing to do it right now.
Exactly.
We are more we're as a country, we're more financially and just physically able to get this done. Mm-hmm. But it's highlighting something that like it's not just America doing this. You know, we want to get to zero. America, you hear a politician say, "Oh, zero emissions by 2035 or 2050."
Yeah.
One country doing that, like just America getting to zero emissions by then is great, but like we're a very relatively small part of the problem. You have the rest of the world that has to fix this too that aren't as financially ready.
Yeah.
And feasible for that.
So there's a lot of scoping on that, you know.
And that's a long tangent on electric vehicles, but you know.
Yes.
What else? So I'm watching Ratchet. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
A lot of younger people, a lot of millennials actually, I feel like don't really know the backstory. So Ratchet is actually, Nurse Ratchet, played by Sarah Paulson, is the nurse and the main antagonist in the Jack Nicholson movie and book and play.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So the series is her backstory, how she got to be where she was in the movie.
Which is quite interesting.
So Michael Douglas is actually one of the executive producers because...
Oh, he's not in it?
Mm-mm. But he's one of the executive producers because he was an executive producer of the movie. He doesn't really actually have anything to do with the show itself.
Okay.
It was developed by Ryan Murphy.
Right.
But the show itself was created by someone else.
Gotcha.
Ryan Murphy is an executive producer, and it's got a lot of people from American Horror Story starring in it.
I noticed that in the trailer, and I think that's why I was kind of like, not knowing what it's like, the backstory of that, you know, and everything, but like, I felt like it was just another like Ryan Murphy type show.
And it kind of is.
But his executive producer, right, just puts his cast in it, really.
Yeah.
On someone's creative show.
Like, it does deal with a lot of
stuff.
It deals with a lot of stuff. There is a big part of the storyline is dealing with, you know, homosexuality in the 40s and 50s and the issues with
lobotomizing patients to get rid of this.
So, like, there are a lot of American Horror Story vibes there, but, like, it's not just this, oh, this just popped out of my head, you know? But it's very good. Like, I've seen a couple of the seasons of American Horror Story. I'm 5 episodes into 8 episodes of the season.
Oh, of Ratchet. Yeah.
Of Ratchet. I think it's the best thing I've seen Sarah Paulson in. The best role.
Yeah, she's quite an actress.
She is.
Yeah.
It's got a great cast, too. Vincent D'Onofrio's in it. Corey Stoll, Cynthia Nixon.
I like all those people. Yeah, they're really
One
good.
of those guys from American Horror Story, Finn Wittrock or something like that.
Finn Wittrock, yeah.
He's all right.
No, he's bleh. He's overrated.
Sharon Stone's also in it.
Of course she is.
She's been pretty good so far. She's very interesting.
She's been like Sharon Stone did an episode spot on the new Pope.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Coming back in the fold a little bit. Yeah.
But so there's, even though movies aren't really out right now, there's
a lot of good
TV.
TV right now.
I feel like there's more TV shows coming out soon that should be pretty good, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah, like I said, I know that the new season of Chris Rock's now lead starring of Fargo season 4.
Oh, yeah.
So I just got back into watching Fargo for the first time. The show, not the movie. I'm a big Coen Brothers fan. I love Fargo. But the show, which so far the first season will have Billy Bob Thornton and Martin Freeman. It's more like the premise and scope of the movie Fargo, which I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet. The second, third, and fourth seasons, what they're all about. But
it'd be interesting. Like
the casting for each anthology season is so
been crazy, especially this
wild
new season. Like it's got so many people in it.
Yeah,
so many people.
Yeah, it's just.
I want to go back. I do. Like, I just finished rewatching Big Bang Theory again. And
Always.
always, right? I think that's what I'm going to watch next. I might give Fargo a try.
Absolutely. Like
Even
you
if I
said,
don't
it's
get
on
into
Hulu.
the first season, I might jump to the second and third to see how those go. Because this fourth season looks really good.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they play off of each other. It's truly
I'm
an
very
anthology.
enticed by, I think it's the third season with David Thewlis and Ewan McGregor, who
Yeah.
plays twin brothers or something like that.
That'll be interesting.
That's so crazy.
They've been doing that a lot.
I like that.
One actor playing brothers, like that Paul Rudd show on Netflix. I forget what it's called.
The one on Netflix you watched. I didn't watch it, yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch that? I thought you did.
No, you told me to. I never did.
It was okay. I would check out a second season.
I
but
forgot about it. I love Paul Rudd.
It's easy to forget about.
Yeah, I love Paul Rudd, but
he doesn't actually play twins of himself in that movie, but
he plays parallel versions of himself or something like that.
he plays his own clone.
Okay.
Technically, it's I don't know. I would check out a second season. It's all right. It's not great.
If it doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, but like I feel like they've been doing that a lot in shows, like having one actor play twins or clones or shit like that. Like I feel like that's almost getting overdone.
Wasn't it one like Counterpart or something like that with J.K. Simmons?
That's another one. Yeah,
Like an alternate version of him or something.
that
like
was an alternate version. That was different than
Yeah.
what the Paul Rudd
But
show.
still, like it's
That
a
show
double.
sucked.
We watched like 2 episodes.
We watched 2 or 3
We
episodes.
tried to watch 3,
and
and it was
just
so
bad.
drab and like meek. It was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not J.K.'s fault. He's trying to make his own leading show.
And he himself
great.
was pretty good in it.
Oh yeah, he's great in everything.
Yeah, but like the show itself just
It's
couldn't.
just- no, couldn't hold.
No.
And I hate when you get a good show that, or a bad show, or even a bad movie when you have like such a potential performer and you underuse them because it sucks.
Yeah. And it's sometimes that happens. There's
What's
not much you can do about
the
it.
on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Who plays Joel something?
Joel. What role?
Not Hitchcock.
Scully.
Scully.
Joel
Is-
McKinnon Miller.
Joel McKinnon. That's it.
I
Miller.
like him.
In that one episode where the heist and he has a twin brother.
Oh my God! What the fuck? That was
So random. Earl.
That was so weird.
I
It was
loved it.
funny. That was so weird. Oh, you know
that was
something
so
I did
good.
remember that's coming out is the Comey Rule. Brendan Gleeson and fucking
On
Jeff
Showtime.
Daniels on Showtime about Trump and the
Yes.
Jim Comey thing. That looked
excited.
interesting. Like Brendan Gleeson is a really good actor.
And he's taking on Trump as a, like, not a parody, but like a
No, it's like it's a dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah.
If you know about the Newsroom with Jeff Daniels on HBO, I think it's kind of like that sort of tonage.
Yeah.
Because Jeff
Similar
Daniels
to
doing
House
another
of,
political type thing.
similar to
It's
House of Cards.
like House of Cards and
Yeah.
Newsroom and stuff.
That looks. I would definitely recommend checking out
The trailer for that is like-
if you're into politics, because Brendan
Or
Gleeson
even true story
Yeah.
politic things. Like,
Brendan Gleeson looks amazing as Trump. Not a role I would have picked him out for, but seeing him in the trailer, he looks perfect for it.
yeah.
Sounds perfect. Like it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to check that out
Yeah. When does that come out?
soon. Like it might already be out.
Yeah.
It might come out tomorrow since tomorrow's Friday. The 27th,
Okay.
September 27th.
We'll need to watch that.
Yeah, and it's only a 2-episode thing. So like.
Oh, right.
The first episode's the 27th. The last episode's the 28th.
So it's really like just like a 2-part movie.
Basically. And I hate how they're doing that more and more.
Yeah. It's not even a mini
Because it seems
series.
like they are doing that. Wow, $40 million budget. Jesus Christ.
That's so.
For a TV
Well,
show that's big.
I
for
get
a
that
movie
though because
that's...
it's not really like a TV show as much as like just a special.
Yeah.
Like it's a TV type of show special. And I mean, they do that once in a while, and for a political time like this, and I get how they're doing it like that. Like it's a 2-part short. Here you go.
But it's really just a movie.
But really,
It
it's
should
just a
be a movie.
It's
It'll
like when
probably
they
be
did
like
It.
2 hours each, but...
Yeah. So
Oh, God.
that was a TV movie, 2 parts.
I was thinking the movie.
No, but like the original. It
No,
on
yeah,
TV
yeah.
was a movie. Yeah.
That was a TV movie.
But so
Yeah. It's almost October, thinking of it. not many horror movies. We were just looking at that. There aren't many horror movies coming out, unfortunately.
A lot of the good ones we were expecting this year are pushed till next year. So it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see. We had one horror movie early this year. Hansel and Gretel, wasn't that this year? Or was that technically a last year movie?
Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel, whatever.
But that was earlier this year. That's
Was,
like the
was
only
it released
thing.
last year?
No.
Okay, so that was a this year movie. What an odd time of year for that to come out.
Yeah. When they know it's not going to get a lot of hits and it's like a B-rated type horror, it's going to be...
It wasn't exciting anyways.
Right, Yeah, exactly.
But...
So, it's not like Conjuring 3 or Halloween, the new one, or anything like that.
I can't wait
That's
for Conjuring
good
3.
for end of summer type roles.
And then the Halloween movies. There's 2 more, right?
Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends.
I have a feeling Halloween's still not going to end after that, ironically enough. But, it should be good.
Yeah, it should be good.
Nonetheless. So.
Does he ever die?
No. Unless they chop the fucker's head off.
Like, if he didn't die from that in the last one, how's he gonna die? Like, he burned the bitch up in a house. Yeah, like limb by limb him. Yeah.
Good and luck. Then burn the body parts.
Put him in a meat grinder or some shit.
Jesus.
That'll and then piss on the ashes.
Just for good measure.
Yes.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, we've spent 20 minutes in this episode. We spent about 4 minutes of that talking about the review. And then 15 minutes or so talking about other things. So this is our second bonus episode.
Hope you enjoyed. And look into the shows we recommend. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
You got nothing else to do.
Precise. So.
Till next time.
Till next time.